Welcome back, 9:14 now. We are inching closer and closer to summer, and if there are a couple of inches you just still can't get off, or maybe you're thinking, I want to just go for an entirely different look, plastic surgery is an option. We have Dr. Mark Mandell-Brown of Mandell-Brown Plastic Surgery Center in studio this morning, and this morning we're talking breast augmentation, right?
We are, and with Jeff talking about the recent great change in weather and the warming weather coming up, people are more interested in getting in bathing suits.
All right.
And so one of the things that are one of the probably top 5 cosmetic procedures is breast augmentation. So I thought I would just share some of the information about implants.
Okay, so what do we have here?
So we have Mentor is one of the 2 major manufacturers of implants.
Okay.
And they have a factory down in Dallas, Texas, where they make the implants. Now, if you notice, all these have different shapes. But they're actually the same size.
Are they?
So depending on what the patient wants, we can go with a high profile, narrow implant.
Okay.
We can go with a middle profile, or if they are a little wider figure, want cleavage, we can go with a bottom profile. But notice that when you squeeze that, it feels pretty natural.
Yeah.
Now this is saline.
Okay.
So these used to be more popular. The saline implant, probably back in the day, about 10, 15 years ago, accounted for about 90% of the implants.
And does anyone get these anymore?
We probably place about 20% now.
Gotcha.
So some people still want the saline implant, and there are some advantages that if it leaks, you'll know it because it's just water.
Okay.
We can make a smaller incision to put it in because it comes empty. This we have to make a little bigger incision. And the only way you know if silicone leaks is with a mammogram, an ultrasound, or an MRI scan.
Gotcha.
But I wanted to show what happens. People always worry, well, what happens if my silicone implant leaks? So I want you to just squeeze, let's see, where do we have it?
This is a leaking one?
So this, I made a little hole in it.
Okay.
And if the camera can zoom in, you
right
squeeze
here.
it. The silicone is now a gummy bear type silicone.
Okay.
So now when you let go, watch what happens. It goes back in.
It does. It's actually going back in.
It's going back in. So the only way you know with a silicone implant is to get a mammogram or an ultrasound. So some women think, gee, I have implants. I should not get a mammogram. The important point is you really should get your regular mammograms over the age of 40.
Okay.
The other factor is the 2 implants that are made, Mentor, one reason we use them, there's an emphasis on America first. Well, the implants are made, if you look at the package, in America, in Dallas, Texas. The other company that is fairly popular, their implants are made in Costa Rica.
Gotcha.
So we try to support the American Mentor implant company.
So what about this one? What is this?
So this is an old-fashioned implant. Now I want you to feel that.
It feels like fuzzy, or it looks fuzzy.
And so it's a textured implant. And again, back in the day, they thought the textured implant would be the best in the world.
Okay.
Unfortunately, women got a higher capsule rate where their breasts would get firmer.
Okay.
And not natural. So they shifted from the textured implant to a smoother covered implant.
Okay, so if women are interested in speaking with you, not only just about that, because you do so much more at your surgery center, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can either email us at Mandell-Brown, info@mandellbrown.com, or they can call 984-4700.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to send things over to Jeff Creighton. All right, a lot of us getting ready for swimsuit season because we are in our 70s, right? Later on in the weekend.